against me. I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Well, we knew snow was a possibility for this game, and the weather was happy to oblige with a nice layer of white over Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium, and we got more snow on the way. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Robert Tonyan, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Forced out to his left. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Aaron Rodgers keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 20-yard line. Off play action. Pickett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He finds his tight end, Gentry. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to make it 4th down. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the third down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Rodgers now on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. An inside give to Jones. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. The middle, Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Rodgers now to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try to protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go. than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Man, there's a lot to think about when you're playing quarterback, isn't there? I mean, this is 3rd and long. So your chances of completing a pass for a 1st down are slim to begin with. And then when you put it into some traffic, you're really wreaking havoc with your options, aren't you? Maybe you just got to heave it into the, throw it up in the stands and make sure no one can catch it.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
On the move, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Quay Walker came through to make the sack. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. This take it in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Once again, we got to get it done as a play. They can't stop us. Let's ride, dog. You call it? We all in, baby. Let's go.
They run for it with Harris. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now a play fake. Rodgers trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. The safety Terrell. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And some space here. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
This rookie was already being tested as he tries to lead a comeback here in the second half. Now he's got to get some momentum back after that sack and a big loss.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got him in. Complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, He hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it, yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good. Fleur loudly voicing his objections to that previous call. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Quick completion here to Johnson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Pickett is going to throw it again. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Now. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Devin Bush picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line. So here's Pickett and the Steelers. Down by 13. A little over 20 seconds to go. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order to have a shot. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw here. Pickett.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here's Pickett. Open man downfield is Johnson.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One final shot for Pickett.
And this is going to be caught. So an offensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. They're going to run it with Harris. And it's incomplete. Was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome. And this one's over. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them.